Good morning once again. Today we're going to start our discussion on data visualization and we're going to make use of a very powerful package called ggplot2. Okay, so as I said, data visualization is a very important aspect of data analytics. In fact, before you even start doing some analysis about your data, doing some statistical analysis, whether it's regression, or whatever statistical analysis you intend to do with your data, it's always a good practice to visualize your data first. Okay, to clean your data, to look at it, which we're going to do after data visualization. We're going to look at our data and wrangle it, clean it if there's a need to clean it. Okay, for example, any missing values, what are we going to do with that? So those are examples of cleaning and wrangling your data. So before we even do that, it's important to at least have a site or seed of your data, and this is where data visualization comes into play. So data visualization allows us to look at the data at different angles. And in fact, we can, even with just data visualization, we can have some conclusions already about our data. As we know, an image is worth 1,000 words. Now, R has so many packages that do data visualization. And ggplot2 is one of the packages designed for displaying, for visualizing your data. So in a nutshell, what's ggplot2? Well, as I said, it's a package, it's an R package. It was developed in 2005 by Hadley Wickham. Thanks to Hadley Wickham for really developing or creating this. It allows us to produce very elegant graphics. Now, the name itself, GG, guys, ggplot2. The GG there means grammar of graphics. Now, it's a concept that's used in generating graphs, generating plots, grammar of graphics. It's a pretty powerful tool. It was actually developed by Leland Wilkinson. So Leland Wilkinson was one of the forerunners, pioneers of the GG method, the grammar of graphics method. And in a nutshell, the grammar of graphics decomposes a plot into several components, okay, which we're going to learn when we go to ggplot2 itself. So we're going to learn that when you plot, it's best to decompose it in several layers so that you can just add layer upon layer upon layer upon layer. Okay. Now there are many sources for ggplot2. This is one of them. Okay, this is, let me just show that. This is the, I think this is our Cran. Not that. Where's that? Yeah, there. Okay, so this is the documentation for ggplot2. It's always good, guys, to look first at the documentation of a particular package. For example, in ggplot2, we have some information, some metadata. This is version 3.3.5. This was updated June 25, 2021. Kasi 2005 pa to, di ba? So they keep on updating, improving it. Okay? So title is Create Elegant Data Visualizations Using the Grammar of Graphics. It's a system for declaratively creating graphics based on the grammar of graphics. So its dependency should be, your R should be greater than or above 3.3, version 3.3. Okay, so let's just take a look at some of the functions that you can find in ggplot2. Let's go down. Okay, ito yung mga functions, guys. No? a, aesthetics. Okay, so quite a lot of functions. Okay, quite a lot of functionalities there. Okay, and what's good about this documentation is that it gives you an example per function. Okay, and then there would oftentimes there are examples. For example, ito, no? May mga examples. So if you really want to learn the package in ggplot2, you can go to the documentation itself. Okay, and look at how look at how some functionalities work, and then use an example. For example, ito, para saan ba yung aesthetics, no? Naka-explain naman dito kung what the aesthetics function is used for here. Okay, it's used for mappings, constructed mappings. We'll go into that, guys, when we go to ggplot, the function ggplot itself. Okay, so let me go back to our lesson. Now, how do we make use of, how do we use ggplot2? Well, of course, you have to install the package first. Now, if you haven't installed it, just remove the hashtag here, because we know that the hashtag is a comment. So if I run this, it will not run anymore, because I don't need to do this because I have already installed ggplot2 in my machine. So I'll just run require or library ggplot2 for me to be able to use the package. Okay, so let's run this, guys. Okay, if you haven't installed the package, then make sure that you remove the hashtag comment sign here, and then run both codes. Okay, so I'll just run the library. Okay, so once you're done, guys, once you have access ggplot2, kindly please chat yes, so that I know if all of you have already installed the package. Let's give time to your classmates. Okay, so only one responded so far. I'll wait for 20. I hope, guys, that 20 of you, okay, kasi 21 tayong lahat, sabihin you're 20 in this class. I hope everyone responds. If you have any questions, feel free to raise your hand or unmute yourself and ask questions. Okay, that's good. Okay, waiting for around 6 more. Okay, 5 more. Okay, thank you. Just 4 more students. 2 more. I want 100% of you having installed your having installed this package ggplot2. Okay, so 1 more. We have 1 more student. Thank you. Good. Good. Salamat, guys. Ha? Salamat. Sana ganun lagi. No? Sana everyone responds. Okay, so we can now make use of the functionalities of ggplot. Okay, now there are two main plot functions in ggplot2. It's Qplot. Let's take a look at the site once again. Take a look at the summary. Okay, here you have PQ. Here guys, kita nito Qplot, and the other one is ggplot. Okay, those are the two main plot functions in ggplot2. ggplot, which is just this one. You see here, ggplot and Qplot. Okay, Qplot actually means quick plot. So this is more basic than ggplot. You can create more beautiful and dynamic and robust plots using ggplot as compared to Qplot. But today we'll first learn how to use Qplot. Okay, sometimes you just need to have a quick quick plot of a certain variable, then perhaps you can already use Qplot. It's a shortcut design for us to be familiar, especially if you're used to base plot. Remember, guys, in the past 2 sessions, we would use plot, okay, plot histogram or plot box plot. This is from base R. Qplot is from ggplot2. Okay, it's a convenient wrapper, and we can create also different types of plots. Okay, so it allows us to produce plots quickly. Okay, but it's recommended that we use ggplot because this is more powerful. Okay, it's easier to create complex graphics using ggplot as compared to Qplot. But let's first learn the basic Qplot, quick plot. Okay, we're going to make use of, okay, as I mentioned, guys, make it a practice to outline your discussion. I'm sorry, I haven't really checked your work, but I'm going to check it this week so that you know already the results, your grade for your first project, for your first the R Markdown project. Okay, so here, guys, notice that I'm giving this a name. Okay, what's the purpose of that? So that if I, for example, have so many code chunks already, it's easy for me to navigate through the different code chunks. See that there are labels. Okay, these are just basic labels for me to understand. May nakalimutan ko isa dito, no? 22. Okay, so it's always a good practice, guys, to label your code chunk. Okay, here we're labeling it empty cars, and if you recall, guys, diba yung data, the data function will give us a list of files that are included in your R and the packages. So let's see. Let's run this data. It's still running. Insert na lang, guys, yung data. And we might have different list of data sets included. Kasi, guys, I have already installed here, uploaded here so many packages. And I think the data function will give us a list of the data sets that are included in my R, okay, and also the packages. It's taking some time. Okay, so here's a listing. Okay, do you have air passengers, guys? Has your code run? Yung data lang, guys, no? Nag-run na ba yung data nyo? Can you chat, please? Yes, thank you. Okay, the rest, guys? Yeah, very good. Good. Okay, so you can now see, guys, in another worksheet, in another, what do I call this? In another, yeah, worksheet na lang, in another sheet, okay, a listing of the data sets that's included, which I can easily already access. For example, I think USA Agri. Okay. Anyway, so I'm not sure if this will include all those data sets, guys. Meron ba kayong air passengers? Meron ba kayong, for example, BOD, formaldehyde? Do you have these data sets? Okay, thank you. Thank you. Okay, good. Now, I just don't know if we have exactly the same because from what I know, guys, is some of these come with the packages. So if some of the packages you have not installed, you will not see this. Okay. Anyway, guys, that's not important for us now. What's important is that R comes with a packet with data sets that we can use in analyzing data. Okay, for today we're going to use empty cars. Okay, so let's let's run yung data na empty cars, and then you see here guys na nakalagay pa lang dito promise, di ba? Okay, dito sa values nakalagay pa lang siya na promise, pero actually ano to, data frame. So when we run view or when we print, i-type lang natin empty cars, so it will print the contents of that data. Okay, so we have here, yan. Okay, so here we have the rows. These are rows, names of car models, and then the miles per gallon, number of cylinders, displacement, horsepower, displacement rating, I think, the weight, Qset. I'm not sure about VS. I think this is transmission, automatic transmission, 1 for automatic, 0 for manual, the number of gears, and then I think this is a carburetor. Okay, for those of you who are into automobiles, into automobile mechanics, and you will understand this. But that's not our point, guys. Our point is more to make use of this as a data for us to do plots. Maganda kasi ito, may mga quantitative variables. Cylinder, guys, what do you think is should we classify cylinder? Anyone? Cylinder kaya. Should this be a numeric or quantitative variable? What do you think is the best classification that we can do for cylinder? Anyone, class? Starts with the letter F. We call that okay, it's called a anyone, guys? Forgot, guys? Okay. Chat, see. Function. Mark, thank you for your answer. Pero hindi siya function. It's called a factor. I'm not sure if I think I mentioned this to you guys. Yung factor, di ba, ginagamit siya for classifying, di ba? Kunyari, may variable na year level. Nakalagay doon, frosh, junior, sophomore, graduating, etc. So, although categorical siya, although character variable siya, yet it's best used as a classifier. No? So, pag classifier siya, it's still a character, pero may special purpose na siya kasi it will now be considered as a classifier. So, nagagamit na yan for classification, for grouping, etc. So, yung cylinder, ganun din yan. Kasi kahit na numeric yan, or integer, 6644, di ba? Tingnan natin ano bang class yan? Tingnan natin. Let's see. Let's just write it here, class empty cars, diba? That's how you look for the class empty cars, and then here cylinder. We know that data in R has classifications. Okay, so this is numeric, no? Numeric, pero mas better talaga itong itong variable na to used as a classifier, so that will be converted into a factor. Later on, titingnan natin yan. Maybe this one also, AM. Okay. Maybe this is automatic. I'm not sure. No? But in order for us to know more about empty cars, again, guys, let's make use of the help function. Help function in R, kasi it really helps a lot, especially if you're dealing with data sets that come with a package. Then before you even try to do some statistical analysis about it, alamin muna natin. Katulad nito, yan, naka-explain. This is the metadata. miles per gallon, number of cylinders, ito nga, number of cylinders. Here guys, AM, transmission, 0 is equal to automatic, 1 is equal to manual. So this AM guys, AM variable can also be used as a factor. Kasi 0, 1 siya, so binary siya, parang integer siya. Tingnan natin kung how is this treated. Empty cars, so class yung empty cars, dollar, and then we go to the AM, no? Numeric siya, no? Numeric, 0 and 1. Okay, so, but this is better used as a factor. Okay, so be aware of that, guys. No? Ito din, yung engine, 0 is equal to, if it's V-shaped, may mga V-shaped engine kasi, or mga straight engines lang. Okay, the rest, guys, can be really used as quantitative variables. Meron lang tayo itong cylinders, itong VS yung engine, and AM yung transmission. This is best reclassified as factors. Okay, so let's go back. Yes. All right. Now, again, before we go to data visualization, it's always good to have descriptive statistics, diba? We already went through several statistics subjects, and yung descriptive, guys, descriptive statistics tells us, well, it describes the data. Okay, yung ano niya, yung let's say yung central tendency niya, diba? Yung where is the data concentrated, okay, and so many others, no? So ito pala yung rin na natin kanina, empty cars, metadata to. This one. Okay, so some more information. So where did this come from? From Henderson and Belleman. Okay. And then there are sample codes we can use here. Okay. All right. So the structure function gives us, okay, it describes to us what kind of what structure the data is. Alam natin na data frame to, di ba? So last time pinag-aralan natin data frame. Ibig sabihin nun, it's an array of numbers with rows and columns. Tapos yung rows dapat it has a name, di ba? Lahat ng columns may name. Yan. Tapos lahat ng rows unique dapat yung name siya, no? So kunyari Volvo 142E. You don't find any Volvo 142E there. Okay? Mercedes 240D, wala ka na ibang makikitang Mercedes 240D dito. Okay? Unique din yung mga row names. Okay, so this is a data frame. Okay, and we were able to validate that using the structure function of on. So it's a data frame consisting of 32 observations, 32 rows, and 11 variables. Okay, so alam natin guys, ibig sabihin ng dollar, ano? So empty cars, dollar MPG, this refers to this particular variable. Miles per gallon. So you have numeric siya, cylinder, also numeric, etc. So we have here 11 variables. Sama yung transmission, okay? At saka yung engine kung straight siya or V-shape. Okay. All right. Now, in terms of descriptive statistics or summary statistics, guys, naku, ang daming pwede nating gamitin sa R. Okay. So yung next project nyo, guys, is all about data visualization. So you'll be asked to select a data set, and then you'll generate using ggplot2 plots out of that data set. But before you do that, kailangan mag-descriptive statistics muna kayo. Describe the data. Okay, of course, we're going to use our markdown, our notebook. Okay, so here are some examples. One method of obtaining this descriptive statistics specifically is the S-apply. No? Yung S-apply guys, maraming ano to, maraming family of apply yan. S-apply. Okay. So this is from the base R. Pag sinabing base R guys, you don't need any package already. You don't need any package to use this. Okay, it already comes with R. So ito guys, so marami siya. Merong L-apply, S-apply, V-apply, may T-apply pa. No? Wala dito T-apply. Okay, there's also T-apply. Okay, so for example, ano ba yung S-apply? It's a user-friendly version and wrapper of L-apply by default, returning a vector matrix, or if simplified is equal to array, an array if appropriate by applying. Okay. So medyo pag binabasa mo lang yung yung description, medyo nakakalito din. Okay? Kaya maganda dito guys, may mga examples. Okay? I'd like to always point this out to you. Okay? So dito, kailangan na-install nyo muna yung stats na package at saka yung graphics na package, and then you can do this. So list lang siya, no? Remember yung list natin, di ba? So this will generate a list A1 to 10. So meron tayong numeric, meron tayong numeric din, meron tayong logical. So list nga to, no? Okay? Tapos ito guys, L-apply, X, tapos min. So ibig sabihin ito guys, ipapakuha natin yung average, no, dun sa object X. Okay? I will leave you guys to experiment on this. Ang dali naman maintindihan ito, di ba? Ang dali maintindihan. L-apply, S-apply, okay? Returns a list of the same length as X, each element of which is the result of applying a function to the corresponding element of X. No? Ibig sabihin, may object X ka, tapos ang gagawin dun, you will apply a certain function to all the elements in X. Katulad ng example sa baba. Okay, so L-apply guys, madali lang magawa. Let's use S-apply. No? So si S-apply naman, ano to? Okay, si S-apply, what do you have here? So sabi natin dito, S-apply, and then empty cars, okay, mean, and then na.rm is equal to true. Okay, ano ibig sabihin itong na.rm? Kung in case may mga na values, missing values, okay, i-remove niya. Okay, I'll explain in a while why this is very important. Kasi kung kumuha kayo guys ng kunyari average, ang certain function, ng descriptive statistics, kunyari average, mean, or standard deviation, or variance, pag may missing values dun guys sa sa data nyo, hindi niya ipo-compute yun. Okay? So first, let's run this. Okay, so what do you notice guys? Ano ginawa niya? S-apply, dun sa object natin empty cars, kinuha niya yung average. No? So ano ginawa nito? Kinuha niya average ng MPG, cylinder, etc. Lahat guys ng mga variables guys, kinuha niya yung mean. Okay, tapos ang ginawa niya, na.rm is equal to 2. Ibig sabihin na tinanggal niya kung may mga na values man doon, mga missing values, tinanggal niya. Otherwise kasi kung hindi tinanggal yun, mag-e-error yung natin, yung pag-compute ng mean. Okay, let me illustrate that. Stop muna ako guys. Okay, any questions? Clear ba yan guys? Nakita natin kung paano i-apply yung function na S-apply. Okay, so dyan, may data frame tayo. Tapos gusto natin gamitin isang function, kunyari mode or standard deviation. Pwede natin gawin standard deviation yan. Then i-compute niya no? Sa lahat. So it's a very quick way to compute for all the standard deviations of a data frame or of a list. No? Okay, thank you. Thank you guys. All right, so let's let me just illustrate guys. Although ito talaga yung lesson na to, we will deal with this when we go to the next topic, which is data cleaning, no? Data wrangling. Okay, so here I created a code R missing. So let's create an object here X. Okay, it's actually 1 to 4, no? And then may NA tayo, may 6 to 7, and then NA. Okay, i-print muna natin yan, unahin muna natin ito. So ito yung data natin guys. No? 1, 2, 3, 4, NA, 6, 7, NA. Let's see guys kung ano ba ito. No? Structure. Ano ba si X? Let's see. Sorry. Capital pala to. Small letter. Small letter X. Structure. Okay, di ba? So si X, vector lang siya, di ba? Vector lang siya. 1, 4 dito, 5, 7, 8. 8 yung length niya. Di ba? But 2 of them are missing NA siya. Okay, now tingnan natin ha. May NA ba kay X? Is that NA? So that's the function that you use in order to check whether may NA siya. So ito, false, 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 false. So ito, ibig sabihin ng first 4, hindi siya NA. Yung fifth guys, true. Ayan, NA siya, missing siya. No? So yung fifth at saka yung eighth, missing siya. Now let's try to compute yung average ni X. Okay. Now you see guys, ano nangyari? Hindi niya kinompute, no? Hindi niya kinompute yung mean. Tingnan natin ha. SB, i-compute niya ba yung standard deviation? Okay? Hindi rin. No? So pag may mga missing values, hindi natin guys, there are some functions that we cannot compute. Mean, standard deviation, variance, etc. Kurtosis, okay? Lalo yung mga summary statistics, we cannot compute that if there are missing values. Okay, so, pero pag ginamitan nyo nito, na.rm, okay, so gawin natin dito ha, mean of x, na.rm is equal to 2. Okay. Let's see guys. Pinapakompute natin yung mean x, tapos pinatanggal natin yung yung NA. Alright, so yan, nag-compute na siya. Nag-compute na siya ng mean, ng average. Okay? Right. Then if we want to know how many missing values are there, we can use the sum function. Di ba yung is NA lang? Tapos isum mo lang yung lahat ng mga is NA. Okay, and we expect this to be 2. So dun sa data set natin na X, dun sa vector natin na X, there are 2 missing values there. And we know that madali lang naman to kasi konti lang naman, 8 lang naman yung length nito, di ba? Pero pag malaki na yung data set natin, malaki na yung vector natin, eh, kunyari, thousands na yan, di ba? Paano natin malalaman na may missing values yan? So, ito. Okay, or just get the sum also. Paki-sum up na lahat ng mga missing, okay? And then we can actually identify kung ano yung mga missing values yan. But we will reserve that for later. Okay, any questions guys? Inad ko lang dito yan for us to be aware that importante na tinitingnan natin guys kung may mga missing values. No? Any questions? Clear ba yung guys? Yung ano na to? Yung portion na to? Okay, good. Thank you. The rest? Okay, thank you. Yan. Thank you so much guys. Appreciate your feedback. Yan. Thank you. That's good. That's good. Because that tells me that you're in the moment. Okay? You're listening and you're following along. All right. Now, I just gave here guys 3 maraming sites guys, maraming sites internet on how to get descriptive statistics. Let me just give you 3 examples. Okay? So for example, itong kay ito. Kay De La Reina. Ito yung third na this is also a good reference, although ang simula niya more on how to install R. Pero towards the end, guys, okay, medyo may pagka may pagka complex, pero kaya-kaya niyan, guys, no? I would suggest, for example, alam niyo naman itong summary, no? Itong edit my data, you can also run that, no? Tingnan niyo lang kung ano yan, names, kung ano yung mga head, etc. Tail, some of that we know already, but it will pay guys for you to look at this as a reference. Ito din may no? May ito, no? Row sums, yung missing data din, no? Is .na. Ito ang ginagawa nito, ina-add niya guys kung ilang rows ang may missing data. So this is for data frames, no? ilang rows ang may missing data, ilang columns din yung may missing data. Hindi, isa-sum up niya. Okay? So dito, pag sinum up niya, makikita natin kung may mga columns na kulang o may mga rows na kulang. Okay, so that's one reference. Okay, this is another reference for your descriptive statistics. Ito. This is coming from a particular book, no? Okay, although walang title yung book kasi, no? Pero this is also a very good instructional book. So meron tayong importing data sets dito, which is a good reference also. Okay, so dito yung magagamit nyo guys sa grammar of graphics at saka dito sa descriptive statistics. Okay, so these are examples. Right, so I just gave two. There are lots of them, guys. Okay, I leave you guys to explore other references. Okay, so let's take a look at other ways to perform descriptive statistics. I'll just give this example. Now, this ones, guys, HMIST, yung site, SchemArt, PageText, these are examples of packages that do descriptive statistics. No? So most probably, guys, hindi nyo pa na-install to. Okay, so I'll give you a few minutes, guys, just 1 or 2 minutes to install the packages. Okay. Actually, guys, pwede natin sabay-sabay. HMIST, and then site. Ano pa? Yung SchemArt. And then PageText. Examples lang to guys sa mga of packages that you can use in descriptive statistics. No? HMIST, site, SchemArt, PageText. Okay, you can install packages guys at the same time. Sige, I'll give you a few minutes guys, and then after that we run this. No? Isa-isayin natin, no, para ano. Pagka nga pala, pagka-install packages, no, kailangan i-library nyo. Kailangan may kasunod pa yan, di ba? You know what to do, guys, yung library. Sa library, hindi pa pwedeng sabay-sabay. Isa-isa lang. Hindi natin pwedeng i-combine sa library. Okay, and then once you're done, guys, kindly check kung okay na kayo, kung na-install nyo na itong mga packages na ito. Yung HMIST, site, SchemArt. Good. Thank you, Angel. Thank you, John. Okay, so let's wait for the others. Okay, yan. Very good. You're fast, guys. Huh? Good. Normally, it will take time kasi to install this. Okay, thank you. And a few more seconds, guys, for the others. Yeah, good. Okay, great guys, great. Thank you so much. Okay, i-library nyo na guys ha. Mag-library function na kayo. Either you use the console or you can use, pwede kayo mag-insert dito ng code chunk. Okay, let's have a few more seconds for you to load the packages. You don't only install the packages, guys. You load it using the library function or the require function for us to be able to access the functionalities of the package. Otherwise, guys, if you don't require it, if you don't access the package, then hindi magra-run yung natin yung code natin. Okay, good. All right, so take note of this, guys. Itong code chunk natin na to, you notice I place here HMIST and then double column. Here I'm identifying kung saan galing yung describe na function na to. This is the function, this is the package. Now take note, guys, yung describe, ginamit siya sa HMIST, ginamit din siya sa site. No? So minsan, pag dalawang ginagamit mo siya, sometimes there might be confusion kung anong package ang gagamitin. No? So, it's always good also to identify kung anong package para hindi na mag-error din. Okay, so let's take a look at HMISC. So again guys, pag may bago kayong pag may bagong package na install or dalawa, minsan hindi ko alam kung dalawa o mag-package at dalawa. Okay, so just a very quick look at what HMISC, the functionalities of HMISC. No? And then itong site, describe then scheme R, yung function na scheme, and then si paste text, yung function na stat.desc, descriptive statistics. So we're just using the empty cars to run our descriptive statistics. Siya. O ganyan guys, ibig sabihin nagawa niyan. It's taking some time. May documentation din yan guys sa HMISC, no? Okay, let me just escape na lang muna, no? Okay, I leave that to you guys to alam niyo na naman kung paano paano tumingin ng documentation, and it's a good practice. So let's run this first yung HMISC, yung describe ng empty cars. Okay, so what does it do? Okay, so it gives us some data about our data set, no? Or about empty cars. So dito sinasabi niya na empty cars has 11 variables with 32 observations. Okay, sasabihin dito sa MPG variable, okay, nakalagay dito kung ilan yung missing, okay, ilan yung distinct. I'm not sure about yung distinct. Siguro kung ilan yung iba-ibang names, no? Info, you have the mean, median ba to? Sorry, I forgot what GMT means. No? Okay, and then we have the fifth. So this is the 5th percentile. This is the 10th percentile. This is the first percentile, 25th percentile, or this is the first quartile, second quartile, third quartile, 90th percentile, 95th percentile. Okay, and then it also gives us the lowest values among the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lowest, 10.4, 13.3. Okay, sorry guys, medyo nakalimutan ko kung ano yung lowest dito. Ano yung highest? Okay, kasi 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lang siya. There's supposed to be 11 variables. Okay, bakit 5 lang yung... Siguro ito yung 5 lowest. Tapos ito yung 5 highest. Okay, I think that's it. No? Okay. So, ginawa niyan per variable. So ito na-notice niya na si cylinder, tatlo yung levels, no? 4 cylinders, 6 cylinders, and 8 cylinders. Tapos automatic na siya, tabular na siya, no? Kinount niya kung ilan yung 4, ilan yung 6, ilan yung 8. So automatically, this package, si HMISC, using the describe function, was able to identify na may tatlong levels to. Tapos gumawa na siya ng frequency distribution, okay, and then kinuha na yung proportion. Okay, so displacement, etc. Okay, pareho lang sa displacement ng MPG. Okay, if you notice, weight ganun din, Qset ganun din, CBS, no? CBS, 0 or 1 lang to, no? So missing 0, distinct 2. Kasi 0 or 1 lang to, no? Okay, pero hindi na binigay yung count. No? Ito din hindi niya binigay yung count. 0 or 1 din to. Okay. So that's what the HMISC the describe function of each list give us. No? Okay. So let's take a look at the site package. Let's just increase this window. A site package using describe function. Okay. So naman guys, summary statistics talaga. No? So you have variables 1 to 11. Okay, makikita natin dito, walang missing values. No? N is equal to 32. Okay, and then what does it give us? The mean, the standard deviation, the median. This is the trimmed median. Okay, the mean absolute deviation, I think, minimum maximum range, skewness, and then we also have the kurtosis and the standard error. Okay, so we're not going to go into this guys, kasi assumption ko, alam niyo na yung mga ibig sabihin na to. Otherwise, guys, if not, kindly make sure that you know it. No? Kasi sa second project nyo, you will be discussing yung data using this based on the descriptive statistics. So dapat alam natin kung ano ibig sabihin ng skewness, ng kurtosis. What does this mean? Kunyari, itong negative 0.37 naman. What does this mean? What does that mean? Okay, so that's what the site describe function does. How about scheme, guys? Scheme R, run natin to. And it also gives us, okay, so iba naman ang binibigay ng scheme R, no? Okay, data summary niya, yung data set natin, empty cars, number of rows, number of columns. Okay, column type frequency 11, numeric. No? So kung may character dyan guys, bibilang yan. Kaso lahat, di ba, numbers. Kaya kahit na yung ano natin, yung ano yun, yung engine ba yan? Yung 4, 6, at saka ano. Anyway, ito. Okay, cylinder. No? Si cylinder, si VS at saka si AM, actually mga anong dapat yan, mga factors yan. Diba? Pero hindi niya consider na kasi mga numbers yan. So ang default na talagang ipo-consider niya as numeric ng 11. So wala naka-group na variables. Okay, so you find here guys, table, no? A table is a special type of data frame. Okay, so wag mo na kayo malilito dyan. Data frame lang din yan, no? Okay, so ano yung mga binibigay na descriptive statistics sa atin? Okay, kung may missing values, ito. No? Alright, mean, yung average niya, standard deviation, okay, ito yung minimum value, first quartile, second quartile, yung P50, okay, third quartile is P75, maximum value, and then may drawing pa siya ng histogram. Ano pa siya ng histogram? Okay, so that's what scheme R does. No? Tapos yung isa naman si paste text package, yung stat.descriptive na. Okay. Very comprehensive ito, guys. No? So by variable siya, number, kung ilan yung lahat. Tapos kung may null, kung may NA, minimum, maximum, range, etc. So quite a comprehensive collection, variance, standard deviation, coefficient of variation. Okay, for all the variables. So that's what the descriptive under paste text give us. Okay, so any questions so far, guys? Okay, chat na please. Clear tayo. Good. The rest, guys? Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, so okay, we're still using the empty cars data set. Okay, now we're going to extract and create another data frame out of empty cars. You remember guys yung brackets, di ba? Sabi natin yung brackets, ginagamit natin yan in order to create a subset. So here we're going to create an object called df. Walang df dito, di ba? Walang df dito. Ang df lang natin dito guys, ang mga dataset lang natin dito, si empty cars, no? Data frame natin. Okay, mag-create tayo ng panibagong data frame, let's call it df, and we will get it from empty cars. No? Bracket, di ba? Then, walang number dito guys, ibig sabihin nun, kasi rows and columns yan. Lahat ng rows kasama, pero sa columns, selected lang. Selected lang siya. Okay, so, let's see again yung empty cars natin. Empty cars. Empty cars. Okay. So, MPG daw, ang kukunin natin, we're going to subset, create a subset, create another data frame, pero ang laman lang niya, MPG cylinder at saka width. Okay, so MPG cylinder at saka yung WT. Okay, so just take note guys of naming of variables because R is very sensitive, no, to yung mga capitalization, yung mga misspelling ng mga variables. Okay, so clear na to guys. Pag generate natin to, gawin na natin mag-ano na tayo. No? Hindi na. Hindi lang muna. Tapos i-view na natin para mas mabilis. df. Okay, so let's run both of this. Enter. Yan, lalabas na dito guys si df. No? 32 observations of 3 variables. It only includes MPG, cylinder, and the weight. Okay, so you can see, this is part guys of data wrangling. Data wrangling, yung kunyari may data set tayo. Kunyari, nanggaling na sa internet. Tapos, let's say 100 variables yan. Yan ang kailangan mo lang 5. So you can do this. Ito lang. So, di ba? That's part of what we call data wrangling, yung cleaning, arranging, and preparing your data for eventual analysis. So this is an example. Or, okay, meron guys, install nyo muna guys. Install muna, install .packages. There's a very powerful package. Ang pangalan niya is dplyr. Dplyr. Yeah. Okay, paki-install nga tapos gano'n nyo the library. And then when you're done guys, paki-chat naman please para so that I know that you're already done with it. When you're done installing dplyr guys, gagamitin natin yan maybe in 2 weeks time. Kasi mga 2 weeks time sa ggplot. Okay, done na. Thank you. How about the rest? Okay, good. Good. Thank you guys. I'm happy guys with this class kasi you're very responsive. I know you're there. I know you're participating and I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Okay, so ginagamit guys yung dplyr. Ginagamit ang dplyr guys for data manipulation. Okay. So, si dplyr guys may function na select. Tingnan natin ano ba yung select function. Okay, select again guys, a good practice is to guys, select columns, no, using their names and types. Yan. So, pag gusto mong mag-select ng columns sa isang data frame, so may mga examples dito. Again guys, I'll leave to you to look at the examples. Okay, so here we're going to use, we're going to create an object called df1. Okay, df1, no? And then, mag-sys from empty cars. Empty cars, no? And then, take a look at this guys. Have you met this symbol before? Paki-check na please kung yes or no. Na-discuss ba natin? I'm not sure kung sa class ko ito na-discuss. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Okay. Yung symbol na guys, yung percentage, greater than percentage, there's a special name for that. It's called your pipe operator. Okay? Actually, nanggaling yan sa package na mag-greet. Mag-greet. Yan, mag-greet R. Okay? So there's a package called mag-greet R. Then dun unang ginawa yung itong pipe operator na to. No? And the pipe operator simply means, it just means and then. And then, parang ganun. Tapos, parang ganun sa Tagalog. No? Okay. Paano ginagawa yan, guys? Nakalimutan ko lagi. Yun. Ay, hindi. No. Okay. Dali Nahanap ko yung shortcut guys, so nakalimutan ko. Okay, anyway, I forget the shortcut, but my shortcut na next meeting na lang sasabihin ko. I forget the shortcut of this. Ay, nakalimutan ko. Hanapin ang nga lang natin sa Google para mas mabilis. Okay, shortcut keyboard shortcut type in R. Okay? Alt yata siya. Okay, Control Shift, ayun. Control Shift M guys, no? Or sa Mac, Command Shift M. Okay? Control Shift M. Control Shift M. Okay, so that's a shortcut for pipe operator. Okay, so take a look at this code, guys. So we're creating an object called VF1, diba? Ito yung assignment operator natin, ano? And then you have empty cars. So ibig sabihin, start with empty cars. Diba ito yung empty cars, data frame yan. Ito. Tapos sabi niya, and then. Okay, and then ano? Select. Okay, so of course you can remove dplyr here. Ako nilagay ko lang para alam nyo na galing to sa, yung select na to galing sa dplyr package. Select what? MPG, cylinder, weight. Yun. Okay. So, later on guys, pag nag-data wrangling na tayo, makikita natin na napaka-powerful itong select function na to. So it will select only the identified columns or variables. Okay, so let's run this. Kasama na itong head df1. Okay, so this gives us the first six rows observations of our df1 object. Ito na yung df1 natin. It consists of miles per gallon, cylinder, and the weight. Okay, first 6 observations. Yeah, thank you, John. No? Control Shift M. Sa Mac, Command Shift M. Okay, so please remember those shortcuts, no? Yung mga shortcut natin kasi pag nag-data wrangling na tayo guys, matagal i-type to. Mag-shift ka muna, then shift 5, and then shift another comma or shift dot, at least for my keyboard, yung standard keyboard, and then another shift. So you're actually pressing 6 keys. Samantalang kung Control Shift M lang or Command Shift M, 3 keys lang yun. Okay, so now we have generated this DF or DF1 object. Pareho lang siya. Let's now learn how to make a Qplot. Okay, so let's start with a simple Qplot, quick plot. Okay, the function is Qplot, guys. Okay, ano ba itong X? Na-identify na natin X kanina dito, no? Okay, good. I think may insert ako isang X. Wait guys, ha? So yung X natin, may NA siya, di ba? Yung Y is equal to null, ibig sabihin walang Y, no? X lang tayo. Data natin is equal to I'm sorry guys, skip muna natin to kasi I got this from another R&D file of mine. Tapos iba yata yung data na ginagamit ko dito, no? Okay, so this will not run kasi hindi natin na-identify kung ano yung data. Okay, wala naman X empty cars, no? So let me fix this guys and then we'll go back to this next week. But let's just wala siya, no? Okay, yung pangalawa na lang. Okay, kasi hindi natin okay. I think this is just the ano lang to, no? Format lang to. Dapat hindi ko na lang pala linagay sa isang code siya kasi this will not run. Number one, mag-error yan kasi unang-una, ano yung X, di ba? Ito yung X natin, tapos data, ano yung data natin? What data? Okay. Tapos ito, X limit, Y limit. Okay. So this is just the sample syntax. Okay, I should not have a format. I should not have placed it in a code chunk. Alright. So ito yung in-explain guys yung X, kung ano yung X values, Y kung ano yung values, Y values, and then data, and then geom, ito, geom, it will be the character vector, okay, and then it defaults to points if X and Y are specified, and histogram if only X is specified. Okay, X lim, Y lim, and X, okay, are axis limits. Okay, so it's better guys for us to have an example, no? Okay, kasi pag ganyan lang descriptive, medyo mahirap maintindihan. Okay, so the Qplot, of course, can also plot. Kaya niya mag-plot ng iba't ibang klaseng histogram or box plot or dot plot or scatter plot. Kaya guys ang Qplot. Violin plot kaya din. Yung mga complex kaya din yan ni Qplot. Of course, mas mas very flexible, mas robust yung ggplot. Okay, so let's have an example. Okay, here I'm creating this object X, 1 to 10 siya. Tapos yung Y naman, X squared. Y is X squared. Okay, then ipapa-plot natin si X at saka si Y. Okay, so let's run this first, itong unang dalawa. Okay, so may vector na tayo dito, di ba? May vector na tayo ni X at saka si Y. 1 to 10 at saka si Y naman, X squared, no? Ini-square niya si X. Alright, then we said that Qplot niya si X at saka si Y. Okay, so this is the Qplot. Yan, no? So this is your X, this is your Y. Si Y kasi X squared. No? So if X is 10, if X is 10, Y is 100. Then, okay. So notice guys, hindi natin linagay yung geom, ano? Kasi pag hindi natin linagay yan, automatically yan, okay, magdi-default yan. Okay, sabi natin dito, if X and Y are specified, okay, defaults to point if X and Y are specified. So ibig sabihin, sinabi natin yung si X, we identified X, we also identified Y, and then hindi natin define kung anong klaseng plot, magdi-default yan sa, sabi guys, sa point, no? This is actually a scatter plot, okay? Point lang siya. We can actually, guys, we can actually impose na may point siya at saka may line siya. Take a look at this. So quick plot, no? X and Y pa rin, and then geom, dalawa. May point na may line pa. Control Enter. And notice guys, may point na may line pa yung, yung plot natin. Okay? So how about this guys? We can use data from a data frame. Di ba may empty cars tayo? Diba? So Qplot natin, MPG at saka yung weight, okay, and data is equal to empty cars. So we define here where the data is coming from. Yung x-axis natin yung MPG, yung weight natin, yung y-axis natin. So let's run that. Okay. X-axis is your MPG, your weight is your y-axis, so then scatter plot siya dito. Yeah, data is equal to empty cars. Okay, Qplot. Okay, let me pause for a while. Any questions, guys? Up to this point, in Qplot natin, using yung may x and y tayo, tapos may x and y din tayo coming from our data frame empty cars. Okay, good. Right. Thank you. All right. So there's more to it, guys, sa Qplot. No? So kahit na sabihin natin quick plot lang yan, marami nagagawa ang Qplot. Ito, example nito, no? Scatter plots with smooth lines. Let's see this. So we're going to use, again, yung empty cars natin. We're going to plot si MPG at saka si weight. In fact, pwede natin gamitin na si DF na lang dito. No? DF or DF1. Diba si DF natin, guys? Si DF natin, andyan si MPG at saka si weight. Diba? We can use data is equal to weight. Alam mo si weight? Yes. Okay. Alright. Then geom is equal to, so ang nasa x-axis yung miles per gallon, ang nasa y-axis si weight. Okay, and then ang geometric object na gagamitin natin, point, at saka may smooth pa. Ano yung smooth na to? See, guys, it's a smooth line. There. Okay, MPG on the x-axis, weight on the y-axis. Okay, ito yung mga points. Tapos makikita natin, guys, ito yung yung smooth lines, and then may 95% confidence interval. So itong shade na to, guys, ibig sabihin this is 90. This is may ito yung 95% confidence interval. Okay. Right. Yan ang smooth line natin. Geom smooth. Okay. Ito naman, guys, the Qplot can also run by groups. Okay? By groups. So, take a look at this. No? Di ba si cylinder, di ba? This is numeric. But remember, this can be treated as a factor. Let's see what happens if we run this. No? Qplot ulit, MPG weight data is equal to DF natin to. No? DF naman, DF1. Now, i-color daw, okay? Color is equal to factor. Okay, take a look at this, guys. So dito sinasabi niya dito na si cylinder, treat ito sa factor. Okay? So maglalagay siya ng coloring by factor. And then same, yung point at saka si smooth. So what was added here was the color function. Tapos ang sabi niya, color is equal to, i-treat mo si cylinder as a factor. Okay, there's another way to do this, guys. Convert muna natin si cylinder kasi numeric siya. Convert natin siya as a factor. And then, pwede nang maging maging color is equal to cylinder na lang. Okay, but anyway, let's run this first. Right, run natin. Okay, let's take a look at this, guys. Alright. You can see here, no? You can see here the same. Ito pa rin yung ano natin, yung point natin. Okay, naka-plot pa rin siya si MPG versus weight. Andiyan pa rin yung smooth line natin. However, guys, yung mga cylinders, itong blue na to, these are the 8 cylinders. No? Okay, you can see here that miles per gallon is the yung nararan niya na miles per gallon. No? So the lower it is, guys, ibig sabihin, mas magastos ng kotse na to, yung mga kotse na to. Okay, yung mga blue kasi 8-cylinder yan. No? Ang lakas mag-consume ng gasoline yan. Take a look, yung mga blue guys, andito siya. No? Ang MPG niya, miles per gallon, yung matatakbo niyang miles per gallon of oil or gasoline is very low. Eh, tapos makikita natin yung weight component. No? Na-notice natin guys, yung mga malalaki yung weight, mabibigat, okay? Mga guzzler din siya. No? Ibig sabihin, konti lang yung matatakbo niya per gallon. Compare that to the ones with a lower weight. No? Ito guys, yung mga 4 cylinders. Notice na kitang-kita natin by the coloring na andito siya. MPG niya matataas. Ibig sabihin, they can run several miles or kilometers per gallon or liter of gasoline. Kasi nga, ito, 4-cylinder lang siya. Okay, so this is a very instructive way, guys, in order to plot data, di ba? Dami natin kagad makikita ano dito, makikita information. Okay, all because we were plotting the data, okay, and just made use of a simple geom, just a point and a smooth, and then color lang natin. So that's how powerful the Qplot is. Okay, pause muna ako ulit, guys. Paki-chat nga please kung clear so far yung pag-ano natin ng Qplot. Okay, good, thank you. The rest, please. Any comments from the rest? Okay naman so far, nakakasunod ba? Okay, good, thank you. Sana maka 15, more than 15 responses. Let's wait for the others to respond. So I just want to know if you're following along. Okay, guys, please take note that this will take practice. No? Sa una, guys, kasi to save on time, actually torn ako kasi I could have just removed the codes. Tapos, may advantage din guys kung kayo sumusulat ng code, no? Napapractice nyo kasi. Since we're also pressed for time din, no? So, but there will be lessons na naka-blanco lang yan, tapos I'll ask you and then you try to do the code and then we'll compare. No? Okay, now what happens guys kung yung cylinder, di ba yung cylinder sabi natin either 4 or 6 or 8? What if we did not consider it as a we did not consider it as a factor? So ganun din, no? Data is equal to df din natin to, df. Okay, color is equal to cylinder. What will be the difference? Okay, tingnan nyo guys, no? What happened? Ano nangyari guys? Any difference? Kasi dito, sa bagay, hindi natin linagay yung dito, no? Hindi natin linagay yung, yung nag-default lang siya to a point. No? Okay. What do you see guys? Anong difference yun? Unang-una, wala yung di ba? Wala yung smooth line. Okay, pero tingnan nyo guys ito yung cylinder. No? Cylinder here is treated as a numerical variable. No? May siya, may shade from 4. Tapos, pag lower, may shade siya ng coloring eh. Hanggang lighter dun sa 8. Dito naman guys, tingnan nyo. Okay, ito. Factor cylinder 468. Okay, although it seems to generate almost the same plot. Pero guys, this is more correct. Ito. Okay, so ang lesson dito guys, where variables can be treated as a factor, treat it as a factor. Okay, kasi dito clear kagad yung ano, no? Clear kagad yung distinction na yung mga blue dito they belong to 8. Dito hindi kasi continuous yung pag-treated. It's a range, no? Yung from very dark blue tapos nagiging lesser siya, lesser, hanggang nagiging light. Okay, so that's the difference between treating the variable cylinder as a factor vis-a-vis treating it as a numerical variable. Okay. So let's take a look at this again, guys. Ito cylinder as a factor na naman. No? Okay, so this is what I was telling you a while ago. In order to make sure that the cylinder is treated as a factor, pwede natin ginawa ito. No? So this is our data frame, di ba? Although ito hindi na kailangan ito. No? Dinahat niya. No? So ibig sabihin dito guys, okay, we create another object df, pero lahat yung empty cars. No? Diba? So iba yung df natin dito. Ito 32 observations of 3 variables lang. Ito ginawa nating lahat, no? Okay, so let's run this again. Okay. Asa na si DF? Ito na, no? Si DF guys, naging 32 observations niya of 11 variables. So pareho na siya pareho na siya kay empty cars. So in-overwrite na yung unang DF natin na 3 variables lang. Okay. Okay, anyway, it doesn't matter. No? All right, take a look at this, guys. Data frame, si data frame daw, itong object natin, in particular, yung cylinder. Okay, si cylinder, tingnan natin si DF. Yung si DF, guys, kompleto na. No? Okay, si cylinder, ito, di ba? Ito. If you take a look at this, yung 648. Okay, so it tells us, remember, ano yung bracket na to? This is for, ano guys, subsetting. No? Tapos ang sabi dito, as that factor. So this is to convert yung ano natin, yung data frame natin, in particular, yung column ng cylinder to become a factor. Sige, i-run muna natin to guys. Okay. And then, let's take a look at the structure ng DF. See this? Okay, tingnan nyo guys, no? So, kanina si cylinder numeric yan. Ngayon, factor na yan. A factor with 3 levels. Right? So, when we have converted yung cylinder as a factor, guys, hindi na natin kailangan gamitin dito yung color is equal to factor kasi factor na siya. Alright, so let's repeat this. Qplot. Okay. Data is equal to df. Color is equal to cylinder. Okay. Pareho lang siya na nasa taas, guys, di ba? Pero take note of the cylinder here. Si cylinder dito, guys, naka-factor na siya. Naka-factor na siya. Unlike yung the previous one, okay, na numeric pa rin siya, grade siya. Okay, in fact, guys, if we copy this, okay, let's copy this. Control C. And put it here below. Okay. So, yung number na ba? After that, okay, sorry. Let me go up here muna. Okay, done na natin to. So, I'm in row 164. Here, ganun din guys, color is equal to cylinder. Pero yung ano natin, yung geometric object natin, point and a line. So let's run this. Ilinagyan ng line, ano? So warning lang guys ha, ang line, ginagamit lang yan guys kapag time series ng data. Okay? It makes no sense guys to put a line to this data kasi hindi naman siya chronological in order. So just a reminder, do not use a line guys if the data is not a time series. Okay, so this is just to illustrate that point. Okay, so ito ngayon guys, MPG weight data is equal to DF, color is equal to, so hindi natin kailangan to ilagay na factor. Kasi factor na siya. So cylinder, factor na siya. So let's run this. Oops. So nagkamali. Spelling ba? Huh? Sure ba? 1, 2. 1, 2. Yan, sobra na ako ng isang. Ito yung mali ko dito. It's time ko na, no? Okay. So, sige guys, no? We'll continue with this next meeting. What I was trying to point out was, kanina kasi, ang ginawa natin, in order to generate this plot, ang ginawa natin, nilagay pa natin itong factor na to, the factor cylinder. But since kinonvert, tanggalin ko lang to just to illustrate this. No? So bakit ko lang natin? Am I using something here? Color is equal to cylinder. Okay, and then GMC, point and smooth. Let me run this. Error unexpected in Geom is equal to C, smooth. Okay, guys, 1 minute lang okay lang ba? Decipher lang natin kung anong nagkamali dito. Balik ko lang. Kasi kanina, di ba may factor yan, di ba? Ito, if we run this, okay, redundant na siya. Okay, redundant na to guys. This is already redundant. Bakit? Bakit siya redundant? Kasi guys, factor na si cylinder. Cylinder is already factor. So, dapat pwedeng color na lang is equal to cylinder. Pero I'm having a problem. So, sige, let's stop there for a while. Let me decipher that and then we continue this. We continue to we continue next meeting from where we are leaving off. Okay, so next meeting guys, shape and size naman tayo of the points. So tatapusin natin itong Qplot. Okay, kindly take a look at this. Yung mga next guys, may mga text naman. Okay, may mga dot plot, violin plot, color by groups. Okay, we're going to look at that guys. For next meeting, definitely matatapos natin ito siguro in 30 minutes, 20 minutes. And then we will proceed to ggplot. Okay, stop recording.